Anti-apartheid activist and law professor Firoz Cachalia has been handpicked to replace embattled Police Minister Senzo Mchunu.
I have decided to put the Minister of Police, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, on leave of absence with immediate effect. The Minister has undertaken to give his full cooperation to the Commission to enable it to work properly. I have decided to appoint Professor Firoz Cachalia as Acting Minister of Police.
In 2022, after the conclusion of the Zondo Commission of Inquiry, Ramaphosa again turned to Cachalia. He appointed him as chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council, an entity assembled to help implement the recommendations of the Zondo Commission.
Professor Cachalia is currently a professor of law at the University of the Witwatersrand and is the chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council.
In this role, Cachalia and his 10-person council found that the police crime intelligence was gravely undercapacitated and compromised by factionalism. Despite handing this report over to Ramaphosa a little over a year ago, it has continued to gather dust in his office. Despite this, some opposition leaders have welcomed Cachalia's appointment, although in an acting capacity.
The president is well within his rights to appoint members who are not within the parliamentary list, as it were, and so he's exercised that prerogative.
A new appointment into cabinet in the form of Firoz Cachalia, and these are certainly quite significant moves.
Born in 1958 in Benoni, the 66-year-old Cachalia cut his teeth in politics as deputy president and later president of the Black Student Association at Wits in the 1980s. Owing to his activism, Cachalia was targeted and detained a number of times. He was even banned under the Internal Security Act by the apartheid government. Despite this, he continued his activism as part of the Transvaal Indian Congress, forming part of its negotiating team during the CODESA negotiations. Post-1994, Cachalia was one of the longest-serving members of the Gauteng legislature, occupying the role of Speaker and MMC for Community Safety in the process. His wealth of experience has been welcomed by the South African Policing Union.
The appointment of the acting minister, Professor Cachalia, in this regard, we believe, as he is a professor and he's got expertise in the field, that he would come and assist in the police.
However, political parties such as the EFF have challenged the legality of the appointment, arguing that the Constitution does not make provision for an acting minister replacing a minister placed on leave. The technicalities over whether the incoming acting minister has the right to bring in his own staff or is now compelled to work with Mchunu's staff is also in dispute.
I think there's going to be significant constitutional hermeneutics or interpretive work of the Constitution there, because quite frankly, what the EFF has cited there makes reference to a sitting minister appointed as acting. In a political role, even this idea of a leave of absence and what it means is very interesting in itself in terms of what's going to need to be interpreted.
Cachalia is set to be sworn in the next 2 weeks before assuming the role of acting minister on the 1st of August. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo in Johannesburg.